Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will be creating the to-do page. So let's jump right into it. Let's start by creating the to-do component first. We'll open a new file, name it as todo.jsx. Use the short form RCE to create a class component. Remove this, save it. Now we'll import it here, to do. And let's see if it works or not. npm start. Let it build. Okay, so it's compiled and it's working. We can confirm that by writing to do here, and we can see to do. Okay, so the first step, as you all know, is to create a container inside which will have our components. So it'll be class name is equals to do con container. Save it, and in app.css copy this container code and paste it. Name it as to do. Change it to 400, and I think that's good enough, and we can see it looks better. Now what we want is, let's just close this. Now we want an h2 tag saying add your to do. Save it, and there we go, we have it. Now add your to do will have a button. Now we will have an image button. To create an image button, we'll first go to evergreen.segment.com, browse components, in buttons. We'll see how to use image button. So you can see we can use image button like this. We'll just copy this line, paste it here. Do not forget to import it, and this, and save it. Let's see. Yes, we have our button, but we want it to be default. Save it, and we can see blue. Now we actually don't want trash icon, we want a plus button. So if you want to see which you should import, there is icons here. You can search for plus, and you have a plus icon, so it is plus icon. We'll write that plus icon, import it, and remove trash icon. It did not import icon. Yep, yes, it imported now. So we can see it. Yes, we have add. Now let's just make it a little bit bigger. Height. Okay, so it'll be size. Size is also not, icon size is there. We can set it to large. Not this, large. Okay, let's just remove it and put height. Height will be around 40. Save it, and this is big enough. Now we want them to be aligned, so we'll create another div. In this div we'll have a class name as to do add container. Copy this, create a new class selector, and all we need to specify is display flex and justify content space around and align items center. Save it, And okay, it's in column, so we'll say flex direction. I think it has to be row. If it doesn't work, that means yep. So it works only on div, so we can change these to div. And similarly, copy this, paste it here, save it, and now you can see it works. So the reason of using Flexbox is that it's better than inline because it gives you a mobile experience itself. So if you open inspect, you can see it adjusts automatically. You don't have to do anything, it adjusts automatically. All we are left to do is create a margin. So we'll just say margin left equal to, let's give it 20, see how, yeah, it looks decent. So we need a scroll bar actually. We will be using a scroll bar in such a small space. We don't want to use the whole space, so we'll be using a scroll bar. Rather than using inbuilt scroll bar, it's better to use a third-party component. So what we will be using is React scroll bar, custom scroll bars. Yep, this one. So this is the package that we will be installing and using it. So just copy this, close this, paste it here, save it, let it install. Now, as soon as it installs, clear it and we'll start it again. By the time we can see how to use it, all we need to do is scroll bars and give a height and width. For our case, width is fixed, so that is not an issue, but we will give a height. So this is loaded. Now we'll have it outside this div. So we'll have scroll bar and style height will give around say 300, and let's just try that first. Inside this, for now, let's just give a p, and p will contain some task to do. Save it and see how it looks, and it's here. So if we specify width also, width is around 300, save it. Yeah, this is much better. If we give a background color also, background color should be, let's say, info background. I don't know what that color is. Okay, this, no, it doesn't look good. We'll just give a custom color. Evergreen has lot of good colors. We'll use this one. I think we are already using that. We'll use a lighter one, lightest. Let's try that, save it. And yes, this looks much better. And one more property we'll add is padding. Padding will be around 20 is good, I think. Okay, not padding. Okay, not here. That we will be giving for our p tab. Yes, so for p tab Actually, we'll have a division div, and in this div, we'll have this p, and we'll have a checkbox input type is equals to check box, and that's it. Yeah. Now let's give it a class name. Class name, let's give it as to do body container. Container. Yep. Copy this, save it, create it, and in this case we'll have the same thing. Okay, so this works, but rather than having space around, we'll have start, I think. Yeah. If I content start, and let's now get some padding. Padding will be 20. Save it. Okay. Okay, flex start. Let's use flex start. Yep. Now we don't have any warning. And rather than having this, we'll have padding left 20 pixel. Save it. Yes, this is much better. Now I think this is fine, decent enough. Let's give it a padding here also. Rather than writing CSS, let's just give it here. Padding will be, not padding, sorry. Margin left will be around 20. How does it look? Not good. 10. 10 looks decent enough. So let's stick by 10. Now let's check how this scroll bar looks. Still more we need. Save it. And yes, there we go. We have our scroll bar. So this looks decent enough. And we can add a cross button also at the end. So we can give span of, let's search the hex code of cross in HTML. Okay, so it's this. Let's try that. Save it. And what do we have? No, not this cross. Don't we have a decent cross? Okay, let's just give it as this itself. X. How does it look? I know it doesn't look good, but rather let's use an icon button. Icon button. Icon will be cross. Okay, I need to search. I don't remember. So let's go to component and icon. So this is cross icon. Yep, cross icon. I hope it imported. Now it's imported. Go back, and slash. Yes, this works, and this is fine. Now let's give height of say about 20. Save it and see. Yes, this is much better. And one last thing we'll give it is margin left of about 30, so that yep, it looks much better, and an intent of danger, so that we know that it's cross to delete. So this will be to check and this will be to delete. Okay, let's see if 10 looks fine, or is it, no, it's too small. 15, 15, no, 20 is fine. Yeah, this looks fine. Now let's remove all of them and save it. And this looks decent enough. So on plus, we'll have a modal open. So that modal we'll be doing in the next tutorial. For this tutorial, I think this much is fine enough. This checkbox we got, this cross button we got, and the add to do button. So I guess that's it for this video. See you in the next one.